Welcome to my basement and possibly the dumbest video I've ever filmed. I've got this brick of ostensibly $1 bills. There's supposed to be 100 of them in there, encased in acrylic or lucite. I don't even know the difference between those two things. I got this one used on eBay for 15 bucks, so I'm not out a whole lot if it ends up being 98 pieces of paper with $2 stuck on either side of it. But I was curious. I wanted to figure out, like, okay, do they actually take real money and encase it in there? And if they do, who's the intended buyer for this? Like, do you buy it for yourself as a flex? Like, you could stick it on your desk, keep some papers from blowing away, and everybody who sees it goes like, damn, that guy's a baller. That guy could totally just seal up money and not even ever do anything with it. Or is it something where you give it to someone else? Like, you're taking this and you're handing it to someone and saying, look, I'm obligated by family relations or something to spend money on you, but I don't want you to have a good time with it, so here's money you can't do squat with. Either way, it's kind of a dumb product. Like, either way, this is a real dumb product. But it's going to make for some fun video, I think, and I'm just curious if it even is real money in the first place. So if you have an answer for who this is for, let me know down below in the comments. If you think that this is real money, or if you think this is just regular paper, make your guesses. We're going to go ahead and try and tear it apart. Now, there's a few different ways I could go about disassembling this, right? I mean, the fast and easy way, I guess, might be to just take it, throw it on the ground, you know? But if it is actually money, it's probably just going to shred the money, I guess, if I'm even strong enough to bust it up. And I'm not sure that's going to be really that long of a video, right? That's just me, like, torquing it down on some concrete till it busts up. We can do better than that. The other stuff that I could do with this is I can run this through a table saw, because there are edges on it. And it's not quite square, like the money is not absolutely square with this, but I should be able to run a table saw along it well enough. And if the paper inside is dry, like if it didn't get absorbed with the acrylic material, just come apart like a sandwich. So that would be kind of interesting to see. I don't actually know too much about the safety or lack thereof of breathing in dust from cutting this. There wasn't really a whole lot on the internet. I'm sure it's just simply not good. But I've got that door open, I've got that door open. Hopefully the breeze through here keeps me nice and cold and blows away microplastics. Our food has enough of that in it already. Anyway, let's cut some money. That should do it. That's what we got right there. Looks like I did get down to the paper. So on this one here, you can see that I actually cut past where I needed to, because there's not only, of course, this little bit of residue paper here, but that means that the thickness of the blade also is taken off of it. Now that's okay, but that lets us see if the paper is, in fact, paper. It appears to be paper. It is kind of plasticky feeling, like, you know, as if it's not dry paper in the middle there. But I think that on the edges, that might be to be expected, right? Some stuff is going to capillary in, so even if it comes apart otherwise, we would expect the edges to be kind of ground off. Now you can see here that I cut it pretty far in. I probably could have done a better job of that. I'm not sure it matters too much. Now to do the sides. Looks like I burned it just a little tiny bit there. So that's a little interesting. Notice how it's kind of split? That's paper. And there we go. There's the answer. That's fake. Well, that's kind of what I expected. Looks like this is all just a bunch of just fake paper, but it's dry. That part's kind of interesting. So we do have presumably one very real dollar right there. And another dollar, and a big old stack of just sort of light green paper. So that's pretty much what I expected. It is kind of a bunch of bullshit that they're selling this product to people probably for like $130 or whatever. I actually haven't Googled to see how much these cost. But even though you expect them to be full of shit, it's still kind of because they're misrepresenting what it is that they're selling you. I'm not sure if anything can be done about that, like if they could be taken to court over that or whatever, but there's your answer. Paper.